Hello there and welcome to another SOS reading. I hope you're doing well out there. Now, let's find out what Spirit's messages are to you. And this is a general reading. However, it is someone's oracle messages, so it should resonate for the most part. Okay, so first and foremost, you're going to be gaining fulfillment, okay? So water sign is coming through. Now just take the signs how you want to. I'm just putting it out there when I see it. But first and foremost, you deserve love. You are lovable. And you're ready for love. You're ready for some type of new love in your life. You're ready to express a new type of love within yourself because you have gone through some type of tough lesson that Spirit absolutely is proud of you for, taking the time to understand yourself and others, more deeply in a more profound way. Now, Spirit says, take it easy. Play while you wait for your blessings and trust and know that you are receiving some type of lovable situation. Okay. Now, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, this is cute. I'm just seeing this person here, this angel with this bow and arrow. And look at this. Spirit is definitely giving you a pat on the back and a big old hug, okay, and a kiss on the top of your head. You're a true spiritual warrior. Now, I do feel that you are on target for some type of goal or victory, maybe in your work. It could be just personal life. Just take what resonates for you. There's something that you're on target for, and you're going to make your mark. But I would say do not get distracted by the past. I feel that the past still is at play and it will be at play, but you really have moved beyond the past circumstances and yes, even people. Okay, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. It is time to be passive and do not react. You may need to hold back from being impulsive, okay? Because this is a time where you are, trusting your own patience, but you're also trusting in a higher force too. So whatever it is, just know that if you are in this vibration of just knowing you deserve love and you can't put attachments on that. Now, I know some of you may already know that, but for some, I have to say this. Don't put your attachment, to what you think you want, right? We have to just be in this present place of knowing you're lovable and seeing what you attract because this is part of the magic of life and your magic. So be passive, don't react, allow others to come to you, allow insight and information to come to you. And also, this might be a time where you're, really honing in on maybe what you value in a connection or what you value in life, what you value in your work, whatever it is that's important to you. Or should I say, we're refining our goals. We're refining our, maybe values too, because you have refined yourself. It is a good time to join clubs, start a new hobby or project with others because you have been healing. In time, all of your wounds will heal and transform into beauty if it hasn't already. So what I'm seeing is you're right at the end of some type of transformative cycle. Why not just embrace that and enjoy that, knowing where you truly are? It's a healthy time to be social. Maybe it's a time to connect with others in a more fun and invigorating way. I was getting this message earlier about, play while you wait for your blessings. It is a time to be passive. Use your weakness as a wisdom and strength. Okay, so once you know what your weakness are, because we all have it, maybe you've realized something, for example, Maybe you've realized, before you dealt with a void or hurt or stress in a way that just wasn't so powerful, right? It may have it may have brought you maybe some type of instant comfort, but did it bring you long-term gain and comfort? And so, maybe you find yourself being impulsive, right? Because look at this. This is a good time to be passive and not react. Maybe you're one that you've learned in the past how you reacted quickly and it just, maybe it just didn't go the way you wanted, or, you just learn how to be far more tolerant and patient and wise. And that's what I'm also getting. You're wise beyond your years. So use your weakness as wisdom and strength, knowing when you start to feel something, that you have already learned about yourself from the past. And now this is where you are crystallizing that wisdom. And once you've crystallized that wisdom, you can't undo it. So it's like earning a warrior stripe, okay? A badge of honor here, spiritually. What else? Look at this. Oh my goodness, we're just talking about a spiritual warrior, a badge of honor. This is someone who has been in a major challenge or in a battle of some type of competition. I mean, whatever it is, they are coming out victorious, a winner. Now, there may be something here too with winning a prize for some of you guys, but there's something about you feeling far more appreciated than maybe you realize. We got fire sign coming through. I mean, this is all about attraction, being in the right place at the right time. Now, with the Six of Wands, you're on the ladder of success here. There's so much for you to be proud of, and I hope that you are seeing this. Now get ready, because you might be in the place of, major influence with the Six of Wands. You might even recognize someone here too, or they may recognize you at a soul level where we have mutual appreciation and understanding. Let's get more about this Six of Wands here. Building your faith muscle. Oh yeah, you're going to be okay. Building your faith muscles is a priority right now. Remember, we have to remain passive and not react, because you're coming out. It's almost like being a winner here, where you are moving silently in confidence. Okay, a winner in confidence here. Now, the most painful part about change is resistance to change. Now, this is what I'm seeing, that you've won. So don't resist the change, right? Sometimes it can be difficult. We were talking about the past here, but Spirit is letting you know to keep your head held high, to know that you deserve more than you have in the past, and you're ready for this. So build your faith muscles and know that you have made great progress on changing something that wasn't so easy. And this is why you've earned your badge of honor, a true spiritual warrior. This is it, a true spiritual warrior. What else? Heaven's hands are holding you. Why? Why are we going through this? We are having, I know why, but I want to know a little bit specific. Obviously, heaven is comforting you during a time where you could be questioning all kinds of things, right? Okay. Okay. Now, you need to watch out for deceptive people, and most likely you're already going to know this. This is something that you have learned. Use your weakness as wisdom and strength. Pay attention to snakes entering your garden. Now, what this means is you've built something up. You've built yourself up. You might have built your finances up. You might have built your career up, or, or if that's not the case, just take it in general. You built yourself up. Okay. Six of Wands, we're standing out. We're coming out the winner. But you also need to watch out for people who may try to ride on your coattail here. Heaven's hands is holding you. So this is signifying great protection during a time where deceptive energies are still at play. Remember, it's time to be passive and not react. There's something about allowing these snakes or snake-like people just to do their thing while you don't react, because they will fade away. You're in this place where you really are aligning with, situations that hold more authenticity, trust, and honesty. Because there has been a situation where honesty was not reciprocated here. Okay, so I want to get more about pay attention to the snakes entering your garden. Think of yourself as a garden, okay? Because you went through the fire, like fire destroys that land, but think of that fire as, creating that, it's purifying that land, and so it's fertilizing the land at the same time. And so when you've gone through those hard lessons in life and come out on the other side, realizing so much more about you and others, well, this is where you have flourished. Okay, so now your soul has blossomed, okay, with all these beautiful things. And yeah, we got to watch out for those snakes that want to enter your garden, enter your world when they don't deserve it. Let's get more about pay attention to the snakes entering your garden. Yeah, see, this is definitely something that you are more than capable of realizing. Just be aware of the hamster wheel. You're cycling some type of thing out, and I feel that we're always doing that anyways in certain areas of our life. So pay attention into your own life. Where have you recognized dishonesty, or where have you recognized, maybe even in your own life, where maybe you've been a little weak, okay, at something, and you gave in, and then it's like you went through another cycle? Because Spirit is saying the reason why you have earned this, the spiritual, or excuse me, you're a true spiritual warrior, right? A spiritual badge of honor, is because you broke a karmic cycle. You broke a karmic pattern, which isn't easy, by the way. It's never easy to do that. But the blessings that come after that are extremely amazing. So keep going, because not only is heaven proud of you, I am proud of you too. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Six of Wands, I was talking about you being in the spotlight or in the limelight, maybe, just having more influence. And by the way, if you resonate with this part, take it. I mean, you could see your money go up. You could get promoted here. Now, if you work for yourself, yeah, you're going to have a lot more popularity, influence. And this is the right time to attract success. So think success in all areas of your life, including family, friends, love, your personal, endeavors here, whatever is important for you. Just see yourself as being a success. You're shining bright like a star, and others see you too. You deserve love. Now, because you've done all this great healing, it's time to clear out your energy. So I do see like the energy of Star card here, which is also associated with Aquarius. But this is a great time to clear out maybe the clutter or unnecessary things, that may be clinging on to you from the past. But this thing about clearing out your energy, yes, we may need to take a moment to do some type of sacred ritual, a prayer, visualization, when it comes to your aura, when it comes to your environment. You know, you could just do something as simple as seeing white light purifying everything. But you do need to, you know, do things that help your energy be clear and then protect your energy. Maybe there's, you know, for right now that may help you is something that is tangible. You know, this person has cloaked themselves. You know, maybe they're wearing something that is, you know, for them a protective talisman. Okay. So do what feels comfortable for you, because when you clear out your energy, you might as well protect your energy. Okay. But the time has come to release expectations, to release maybe even an ex for some of you guys. This is a time where you have or you're currently releasing maybe even real contracts, tangible contracts, or I mean, what I was going with was a energetic contract, because we're talking about breaking a karmic pattern. Okay. And when you break a karmic pattern, I mean, it could even take, you know, it could even take years for that past energy to really dissolve. Now, it doesn't mean you don't gain while the old energy is dissolving. It just means we have to have patience. Okay. Now, I feel with that deceptive energy with someone, they may piss you off. Okay. So again, this is a time to be passive and not react. And in fact, when you can be passive and not react, you're actually going to be in the state of really seeing beyond the surface of things. So, I mean, you might even be able to stare at someone's soul and see things, know things. And this is a gift and not a curse. But you also got to take heed. You know, don't overlook warning signs either. Because some of you, not all of you, you may be tempted by a past soulmate. Now, a soulmate could be a lover, a friend, a family, someone who may try to drag you into old ways. So just watch out for that, because Spirit is going to give you something brand new here, because again, you're in this place where you are climbing the ladder of success in some important area of your life. What else? You're fulfilling a conquest that was unfinished in a past life. Now help is help in all forms is on the way. Stay in the present moment and know you're being graced by heaven here. You are doing something that felt unfinished in a past life. Remember, we're talking about this karmic thing too, breaking these karmic patterns so that you can come out a winner. Oh boy, help in all forms is on the way. Now, I'm also getting something where we have an acceleration, okay? Let's get a little bit more too with these two cards here. Okay, you're in the flow of receiving. Okay, your idea, okay, help in all forms, help in all forms is on the way. You're fulfilling a conquest that was unfinished in a past life, because your ideas are original and heaven sent. Because you are in this place of accessing infinite wisdom, infinite ideas. You're in the flow of receiving these ideas, and you're also in the flow of receiving what it is that you deserve. Look at that. You deserve love. You are lovable. Money, time, resources, friends, family, or maybe even new friends, new family. Who knows? You know, what is it in your case? Just be open to doing things different, doing something new, being on top of your game, knowing that heaven has your back. Continue just to release. Yeah, I feel that we might be in this place. Either something could still be annoying and frustrating you, or just watch out again for, you know, some type of challenging person. So we've got this card of release and peace. I'm getting like 4 of Swords, where we just have to wait for the right time. I want a little bit more to that, more with that. You are embarking on a whole new lease on life. Okay, this is no joke. You really are. You are, oh my goodness. People are going to react to you differently, and that's a positive thing, because you are a new star. You're a new star, okay? A new star is born, and it's you. I mean, look at that. You're shining bright like a star, and others see you too. Keep releasing. You have nothing to worry about. The only thing that could, challenge you, because, we're all human and we like to know everything, is that, be in the place of just optimism, allowing the universe, allowing heaven, allowing God, allowing Jesus, allowing whoever you believe in and a higher power to bring you what you deserve. That can bring some fears, that could bring some challenges, because you are having to be brave in the face of uncertainty, but you're built for this. Remember, you're not coming into this life not understanding something. You are going to complete a mission. What else? Take time to take time to play and have fun. Play while you wait for your blessings. Try to have fun. There was this thing about a good time to join clubs, start a new hobby or project with others. It could even be something like crafting, something, maybe painting, maybe there's something with games, cars, motorcycles, bicycles, something maybe athletic here or not. Maybe you want to start your own new group, okay? Anyhow, it's a good idea to just kind of get out there and explore things. Explore your world in a way where you are being comforted by spirit. Give yourself permission to have fun. Let's see what else. Take time. Oh, yeah. Okay, look at that. Taking that time to heal, all is okay. Whenever you need a little time out, it's fine. This is why that star energy is here, because the star really brings a lot of hope and healing to your situation. And spirit just wants you to know that everything is okay, that you are healing. And yes, you also have healed others because of your endurance here, your faith. This is a point of no return. Remember, we're talking about breaking that karmic pattern, that karmic cycle, breaking something here. This is a point of no return. You've already been born as a star, which just means that your soul, viewer, your soul is shining brighter. You're becoming far more radiant. Don't look at the surface of things. If the surface of things get you hooked up, you can feel this energetically. I know that you've already felt just, a lighter or even a little bit lighter. Why not? Spirit is saying, when you go doing something, or when you go out or want to try something new, ask yourself, why not? Why not? Flirt. Okay, I was just talking about why not. Now, when I picked up this deck, there was one that was left over on the bottom here. So I kind of saw that, and I feel like we should just take it because it got left behind. We're talking about why not. Now, this flirting card in general, yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean to be promiscuous or do something, bad or anything like that. And hopefully that didn't come off that way. But, flirt or just be lighthearted with others, give someone a smile. And these days, nobody even hardly, makes eye contact as much, but maybe make eye contact with someone, okay? Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Oh my gosh, wasn't I just talking to you, viewer, about your soul feeling lighter? Go with that. That's the energy within your own soul that you really want to nurture and embrace more and more. This is a new beginning for you. This is a new page in your life to be playful, to have fun. I mean, why not? Why not? Children, oh my gosh, this whole playful energy. This is what I'm seeing as a reclaiming of your innocence. Now, yes, there may be children involved in your situation, in your love life even. Your love life is being affected by children. Or if children is not involved, it could be something about maturity, but definitely we're going back to a place where we have reclaimed our innocence and we can be playful. What else? Whatever you've been working on, viewer, Spirit wants you to know that it's going to last. What you've built will last. Okay, this one wants to show itself too. You're putting the pieces of the puzzle together and seeing the picture, or you will. Again, remain in this place where you're not reacting to, circumstances or people that might be driving you crazy, whatever it is. Just be very powerful right now as much as possible. Move silently in confidence here, because you are putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You're going through a sacred process of self-actualization. Yeah, because you're a new star being, a new star is born. Wherever that went, right there. It's a sacred process that you're going through. Treat it as such. Not everyone from your past or even your old past self has the right to change this process. You're realizing and perfecting and refining yourself in a way that is genuine, that is real, that's authentic. Thank you for doing that. You have been trying to figure things out. Okay, so Spirit has been doing things to help you on your path here. Sometimes situations mix match for your protection. So yeah, there may have been some heartbreak along the way. There may have been confusion and conflict, but the idea is to pull you out of a cycle or out of a phase of your life that has run its course, because now you're the one running the course. You're the one that is leading the way. You're the one that's in charge. And now you're in this place where you're highly attractive and you're attracting other new things, including people, into your life. And I'm hearing this thing too. You don't fit the mold, it's like, I don't feel like it's as prevalent as it used to be, just because, now we have a lot more internet access. We got all kinds of things, but um, there's this, you're not a cookie. You don't have a cookie cutter life. Your life is different. It's adventurous. It's genuine. It's even rare. Keep exploring options when it comes to getting out there, doing things different, being playful. If you can do a vacation or a daycation. You got to continue to trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. Did we get something about building your faith muscles? I mean, heaven's hands are holding you. Let's get more about trust. Now, there could be someone, or maybe you, or maybe in your family. There is something about, I feel, a strong military background, or someone that just gives that vibe of being very structured, maybe even, militant in a way. This will not break you. Something had happened here. It may have even brought you to your knees. It may even made you feel like you've hit rock bottom. Spirit is reminding you this will not break you. It's only making you stronger and capable and ready of handling what you deserve. An up level in success, an up level in your relationships, and possibly new ones or a new one. The way out of confusion is to surrender. See, yeah, I knew Spirit was telling you. Yeah, okay. Watch out for the imagination to run wild. Now, if you're confused, back away from just you got to work hard on just not giving it any more of your attention. In fact, this is why Spirit is saying, like, right now, be passive, do not react. Information, things, they'll come to you. And when you're calm, and you can remain calm as much as possible, because I know, viewer, it's not easy to be calm all the time and zen and and positive. But when you can be calm, if you think of your, your emotions are water, right? So you think about, like maybe the mucky water, muddy water, because it's being diluted by things that we could be thinking, the things that we've experienced that may have not been so easy, maybe even things that have been told to us or taught to us in our upbringing. However, when we're calm, when we're practicing patience, and we're doing things to clear your energy, it's like taking a water bottle and some sand and shaking it up. But once you set that water bottle down and it has time to just be calm, all of that sand falls down, and then we've got clear, right? It's clear. So the way out of confusion is just to surrender. Right now, you may not be seeing something accurately. You may not be seeing the blessings that are occurring in your life. Or I get this thing where you could possibly be in the moon energy, and the moon energy can really illuminate fears, worries, anxiety. It can also, get our imagination running crazy and wild, good or bad. Okay. But anyhow, the more that you can just take a step back, breathe, get a little playful, reclaim your innocence, the more things will become clear. And I am getting the word evidence. You're going to get some type of evidence to prove something to you. Let's continue and see what else. Express your love. Okay, you're calling in your soulmate. Oh, yes, this is your soulmate very soon. Express your love. Express your love now. This is not something you have to wait for someone. Express your love to yourself, to your environment, to the animals that you care or love about, if that resonates with you, to your friends, your family that you have now. I mean, whatever it is. Now, if you do have someone new, because some of you, I'm kind of getting this thing, not all of you, you might actually have someone new right now. Okay. Spirit says, go ahead and make that romantic gesture, or just make a nice gesture to someone. Express your love. Don't hold back. And this is why we're in this place where, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting fire and water. It's like we're having to battle the fire, the passion, even the anger within our own self. And then we got that water, where the water is mutable. It does change, right? Water changes. It could freeze, it could steam, it turns into liquid form. But what we're doing right now is just allowing the water and the fire to reside without letting the fire um, evaporate all of the water, right? Because we might be giving into too much frustration, aggravating situations, anger, and so there's this like, we're fine tuning our own balance within ourself here, which is going to start to take effect in your outer world. In fact, it already has. And so that water, that water and that fire that's residing within you right now, that's really predominant or prominent, I would say, is creating an opportunity that really is something that your soul has created a long time ago. There's things that are coming from the past that's working in your favor right now. And I'm talking about that past life, or some of you could be tapping into just the ancient wisdom, okay? But for some reason, that ancient wisdom, whether you believe in past life or not, somehow that ancient wisdom resonates with you 100%. You're calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. Now, this is a soulmate that you do want to open yourself up to, because it's mutually beneficial, it's healing, it's what you deserve. And you can count on this being your soulmate. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So in the meantime, allow yourself to open up and explore new ways of living, behaving, looking at things, so that you can get down to a place where you have refined, what it is you truly value in a partnership. And however this partnership is for you, is it love? Is it business? Is it a family? Whatever this soulmate is for you, just clearly decide how about this? I feel like this actually for you should say, clearly decide that you deserve, so it comes to you now. Because I really don't feel that you need to decide what you want. I think it's what you need to decide, that you deserve it. Because you do. And Spirit doesn't want you to feel like you have to settle for less than what you know you deserve. And your tears have not gone unnoticed. Your tears are releasing things that are healthy for you. So don't feel bad if you have to give in to allowing your emotions to just run its course too. Because, happy, joy, anger, sadness, whatever it is, don't suppress it. Allow it to, say hello and surface so that it can be released. Pay attention to dreams and visions for messages right now. I was just talking to you about the moon energy, and this is very fitting for that moon energy. So let's get more about paying attention to those dreams and visions for messages. I knew it. I just knew it. Spirit is letting you know too that you could be having dreams about, the past situations, a past person or people. But the most important thing is remember what I was telling you, that Spirit says that do not settle for less than you deserve, because your dreams, your visions are telling you what's to come. It's telling you what's being healed, or maybe what needs to be healed, because someone has downgraded. They have downgraded, and that's their karma. Let it be. Your karma is happiness. I told you, you broke a karmic pattern. You've upgraded yourself. You need to feel wonderful about that. I know it wasn't easy, and take it if it resonates, because there may be this situation where you almost, feel bad, because there may have been hope that this person would have accelerated in their own growth, but it looks like they can't. They have things that they still have to confront within them. Excuse me if I can speak. There's something that they have to confront within them own self. It's not your job. And I feel that this person, whatever the situation where someone's downgraded, it was a heavy burden for you. It was almost like putting extra work for you. It's like, as you're trying to learn your lessons and heal yourself, you're trying to do that for someone too, And it's just it's just not going to work in the way where you feel that fluid of, well, I should just say reciprocity here, because it wasn't meant to be. Remember, Spirit is saying that there was things that have been a mixed match for you. There are some things that without a shadow of a doubt, that is meant to be. But I know there were some circumstances, some things, some people, whatever it was, that had you questioning, what in the hell? Now what? Well, now what is just playing and waiting for the next thing. Spirit is going to gift you some type of revelation, some type of partnership, some type of evidence, so that you can move forward confidently here. Okay, wow. I was just talking about that. Spirit was talking about the mix match thing because it was only practice. You know, they've downgraded you. You were like a mirror to someone, and so in a way, you know, the experience that you had with this past situation was a blessing, and it really was a blessing for them too. They need to look at something. They need to realize something for their own soul's growth. But you've done all that you can, and Spirit wants you to not feel a burden anymore. You notice there's one rider here. That's you. That's where you belong. You belong on this high horse, okay? You belong on this high horse right now. Someone doesn't get to grab onto your coattail and take all of the, um, what is it, recognition for it. It was only practice. Now, something happened here where we got disappointed. You're perfecting something. You know, you're refining yourself. You're refining your situation. You're refining your desires, your wants. You're refining new opportunities coming to you. Be strong enough to let go, okay? And patient enough to get what you truly deserve. This is a time to be passive and not react. I'm telling you, someone from the past, if they're not doing it yet, they're going to try to drag you in. It always happens when you're at the star place. It always happens when you have done a fabulous job of releasing the old, healing what you need to be healed and ready for the new, that the past, it's attractive to the past because they're in the dark still and you're in the light. Dark attracts light, right? But we can allow it to coexist. Just don't fall for something here. Be strong enough to let go of let go of that, and patient enough to get what you deserve. See the word deserve? You're overcoming the past and your future is bright. My cards are really old and messed up, but anyhow, okay, don't make fun of my cards, okay? But anyhow, you're overcoming the past and your future is bright. Star energy, big time. Big time. Remember I just was talking about, the dark likes your light and it's only getting brighter. You know that? Be proud of yourself, viewer. I know what you've gone through wasn't easy. In fact, it was a long journey. There was a lot of hardships, a lot of what I feel is kind of going through an awakening after an awakening after an awakening after an awakening. And it's just like, oh my goodness, again and again and again. Evidence will show up on your path here. What else? I knew it. I knew it. There's something so genuine and authentic and raw about you. This is why I want you to keep going, viewer. People or someone has downgraded. They can't handle your light. You are wise beyond your years. Not everyone is. But just appreciate yourself and appreciate that too, because all of us, all souls are coming in and learning and evolving at a different pace. Now, Spirit is just reminding you that your realness is rare. And not everyone gets to be invited in that space. And I'm not saying that you want to close things off. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you already know from your past experiences the energies that don't deserve to be in this space. You deserve to be in a place where, yes, you might feel alone, but there's something important about you claiming your independence and being a bright star to others without something or someone overshadowing it. You're meant to be found. You're meant to be sought after. You're not meant to chase. You're done chasing. You're attracting, baby. This is this up leveling here. My God, you're a wise leader and a student of life. Always be willing to learn. Look at the, this flirt card in the children to me is like a page of cups. That is a beginner, right? And it's a beginner's mind. It's also, being able to learn from others, knowing that, we go through life and we should always be a student in life to be a leader. So you're continuously learning and getting paid for it in all kinds of ways, okay? It's just not going to show up all at one time. It's coming in increments. What else? So that you can handle it. Yeah, that's it. You're acclimating to the new energies. Yes, spirit knows it's been uncomfortable. Spirit knows it's been super uncomfortable, but spirit is guiding you through that darkness. Spirit is absolutely guiding you through this right now. Do not give too much into stress, the what ifs, the uncertainty, maybe even feeling a little isolated or alone. That happens. I guarantee you, if you go talk to successful people, they will tell you that they had a journey, that they had to be on their own. They had to endure a time of solitude, a time to just do things on your own because others will slow you down. Think of like people trying to grab at your, at the coattail or the back of you when they don't deserve that. As you are growing and evolving and learning here, it just doesn't work. Not for them. I just said this. I felt like I just was talking about this, didn't I? This is what I was talking about. Yeah, I was saying something about them stifling your growth. They will only stifle your growth. You already know this. You already know this energy is what I'm talking about. And yes, I feel that you may even resonate with that big time, right? This is just validation that yes, they stifle your growth. It's a burden. It's extra weight that you don't need to carry. This is why Spirit says your realness is rare and it's also very attractive. But we have had to come into a place where we have refined our own discernment, true seeing, heeding the messages, heeding the warning signs, and knowing that there are people that will appreciate your realness. There are people that support you, but not everyone will. And this is where your true powers are going to flourish because now you know that, first of all, you're backed by heaven, okay, because your realness is rare. And you got to trust that heaven is bringing you your soulmate, or I should say, your soulmates. Anytime you got a person, they usually have people with them too, and so kind of have a little bond with you and another or others. But I mean, either way, you're ready for this. You're ready for that change. What is this? This could be the one. You've already met the You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay. Now, some of you, this could be someone maybe from a past life. Some of you, it could be someone that you met recently or maybe in pass by, or, some of you, again, I get this thing, you might have met someone. Now, this could be the one. Be open to meeting the romantic partner you seek. Let's get more about this could be the one. Give yourself time to honor your emotions. Okay. Some of you, yes, you do know this is the one. Some of you, you're preparing for the one. You're just going to know it. You'll just know it. Give yourself time to honor your emotions. Spirit's saying, again, you don't have to chase. You're not chasing. And I don't even want to say chasing, and because I don't want that to be triggering to you. Because by the way, we all do that. We all chase and run, whatever it is at different times in our life. But again, it's coming to you. This is a time to be passive and not react. Honor your emotions. Let your emotions have freedom to be seen, to be felt, so that you can release it. And not only that, as you're releasing it, you gain so much from that, because you start to realize things as you're releasing. You get these special insights, and you also invoke more of your own spiritual and psychic gifts as you allow your emotions to be honored. And I also see that there may be a flood of emotions here too. And so Spirit wants you to trust that you can honor that. Honor those emotions that you're feeling. Because I'm getting this thing where you could even feel like overwhelmed, but in a abundant and positive way. Let's continue. Yeah, the situation was a catalyst and blessing. Remember, it was only practice, Spirit is saying. There was something that your soul had to go through. Your soul had to conquer something. You're fulfilling something in this lifetime. It was a catalyst and blessing. What else? So make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And really that effort is, understanding yourself more, understanding your weaknesses more, and not in the way where it makes you feel bad. Because by the way, we all have weaknesses. It's just understanding them, so that when it does arise, we have mastery over how we may have responded or reacted to it back then. Children here, innocence, play. Let's get more. What can the viewer do to make an effort here? That whole thing about maybe, doing some new hobby, or maybe getting out more, whatever it is that you feel is good. What can the viewer do with this make the effort? Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Oh, see. Savor the moment, Spirit is saying. Savor the moment, because karma and fate is being played out. Resist saving others. Don't do someone's soul work. I know it, listen, it can be tempting to want to do someone's personal growth without really knowing that you're trying to do that. We do that unconsciously. Sometimes we do it consciously, but there may be something where, you may want to teach someone something. Maybe you want to, open up their eyes, open up their mind, open up their heart. But you got to resist saving. They have, remember, viewer, you're a mirror for someone to look at themselves. God's plan is also playing out with other people, right? Because it's not just about you, it's about the whole, right? And so God is giving you something out of this, while also allowing another to learn what they need to learn and gain what they need to gain from it too. Keep exploring options when it comes to doing things different, being, innocent and playful. Just don't try to do someone else's personal soul growth work or whatever it is. Now, for some of you, this could also mean where, you don't want to see someone fall hard, whether it's someone maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a child or children, or someone made a mistake, or they made a decision, or they behaved in a way where now natural consequences called karma needs to play out in order for that soul to evolve properly and to grow properly. So you're not going to do someone a favor if you already know what they need to do. Because, you know, the thing is even if you know what's best for them, they won't see it. They won't even appreciate it because they're not there yet. They haven't gone through what they need to go through to shed what they have to shed, to illuminate the dark areas of their own soul to be brought to light, because that is independent to each and every one of us. And now Spirit is saying, please just enjoy your own energy, enjoy yourself. You do you for as long as you need to do you, because whenever you need or want, this love or this companionship, it's going to arrive on its own time. It's going to arrive on divine's time. What else? Okay. Yeah, it's a healthy time to be social. Do it. I encourage you to. What else? Nope, that is it. Okay, so I want to find out, viewer, how Spirit is currently helping you that you need to be aware of. How is Spirit? Okay. This is going through a karmic lesson, and when I say karmic lesson, it just means that we had to go through our own reckoning, right? We felt the wrath of something, but you're not pinned down by that. Not at all. Actually, Spirit is saying, don't feel bad for being bad. Okay. Don't judge yourself. Learn from it and move on. Spirit is helping you not feel bad for something. And maybe it's not even feeling, for some of you, it could be that you're feeling bad for another and you want to save them, but resist saving others. Resist saving others. There's something for you to really feel good and successful about on your own, allowing others to do things and evolve on their own accord so that you can follow your own dreams, your own passions, your own visions. Don't feel bad. You're moving on. That's how Spirit is helping you. Now, before we end the reading, let's find out what you have to look forward to in the near future. What does the viewer have to look forward to in the near future? Confidence. Okay, give up being right. Oh, look at that. Oh, money and finances will improve too. So give up being right. It's not worth the fight. Resist saving others. Karma and fate is playing out. And the thing is even if you do feel right, just trying to have to prove it may be it's just extra expended energy that you don't need to expend. You need to reserve it. You need to conserve it for later. Money and finances will improve, by the way. Okay? So I hope that this was helpful. Well, you know what? I feel like just getting one little more card here. I don't know why. I just want to before we end the reading. One more. Yeah, the opportunity you're after will always be available. This is why I was saying, do you. Whatever you want, it will always be available because you will be ripe and ready for it because you've done you. You've done you. I hope that this was helpful I hope this was helpful for you, viewer. Love and light. Take care.